Beautiful people, what is up, man? What is up? Welcome to another live stream. We are here tonight. I told you guys we'd be getting back on track with our regular live streams, all right? And I meant it. We are here tonight with another one, guys. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Tonight we're going to be talking about fighting thoughts with thoughts. I got to give credit where credit is due. This is an idea that I got from a viewer here on the channel who left a comment. I think it was in my last live stream. And they said that little phrase there, fighting thoughts with thoughts. And I don't know, it stuck with me, dude. It stuck with me ever since they made that comment. And I feel like I wanna do a whole stream on it. So we're here, and that's what we're doing tonight. Hope you're all doing fantastic. I do have some channel news. I don't want to spew a bunch of information and not live up to it, but I do want to start to get you guys somewhat familiar, somewhat comfortable with this channel news, this channel change. So we're going to talk about that for just a second. Nothing major, but I am, and this is going to sound crazy. If you guys know me, this is going to sound crazy. I am considering starting a schedule. Ooh. That's weird to hear Wonder Bro say that. I am considering starting a schedule, and I'll tell you guys why. I feel like the channel could be growing at a higher rate than what it's growing, and I feel like that's my fault. I feel like it's my fault for not having a good schedule. I feel like it's my fault for not doing the streams around the same time, and people don't know when to catch me live. They don't know when I'm going live. It's very all over the place. So I feel like a schedule would help the channel grow. I feel like a schedule would help you guys, right? When am I going live? When can you catch the live streams? Of course, you can always watch them after they're open here live. So I am thinking of starting a schedule for the streams and for what I do here on the channel. And I'm also, this is a big maybe. This is a big maybe. I am considering doing 2 streams a day. One in the morning hours, right? And I know this is like a late night stream that you're seeing here, but hopefully after today we'll get on schedule. But I'm considering doing 2 streams a day, one in the morning hours and one more towards the evening hours, right? The evening hours. So we'll say like 8, 9, 10 a.m.-ish my time, EST, and then maybe closer around 4, 5, 6 p.m. in the evening my time, EST. So I don't know if that's going to happen yet. I'm just throwing around ideas. I'm just tossing around ideas. But that's kind of the general idea that I have so far. Anyway, with all that out of the way, yes, we might actually be operating on a schedule here. With all that out of the way, I want this channel to grow. I want to continue to grow. So we'll see what happens. 10 streams a week. Would that be 10 streams a week? You know I can't math. Yeah, something like that. Something like that, dude. I want to continue growing the channel, man. I want to be here. I feel like I don't stream as often as I could be or should be, and I don't want to. I don't know. I want to change that. But anyway, let's see. Ghost got first in chat today. Hi, hello, welcome to the stream. What's up, Lick? Ava, what's up? Welcome, guys. How are you guys doing tonight? Hope you're doing fantastic. But yeah, that's just an idea that I have, Ghost. I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be set in stone or anything, but I am tossing around that idea. David, what's up, David? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, buddy? Warpaint, what's up? This just popped up. I remember my anxiety being horrible and watching this, and I always look back. I always looked forward to these streams back then. They helped a lot, and I didn't feel alone. I love that. Thank you for the positive comment. I appreciate you. From the sounds of things, it seems like you're doing better. So congrats, and thank you for popping in and dropping some positivity. I really do appreciate it. It means a ton to me. What's up, Dan Moore? Thanks, dude. You helped me when I had severe anxiety. You taught me the Claire Weeks method. I love it, Dan. Thank you for dropping in and leaving some positivity, dude. All right, guys, let's see where we're at on the viewer count. We might as well go ahead and get this one started. I think we've got enough people in here. I think we got enough people in here. Guys, don't forget to ring that notification bell. It really helps so that you don't miss the streams. Ring that notification bell, leave a like, all that good stuff. Subscribe if you haven't already. And with all that out of the way, let's get this one started. Yo, Wonder Bro, can't believe 245-day streak. I remember day 30, 40, 50. Dude, crazy. I know, right? The most, I say it all the time. I say it all the time, not to give you guys a big head, but the best community here on YouTube, I swear. I swear. Might just burn you out in the long run. I think 3 streams a week is more than enough for now. I mean, you're right. I don't want to get burnt out. But we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. You know, if I start a schedule on the streams here and I can't live up to it, if I get burnt out, then we'll cut it back. We'll make adjustments. I think that's the best way to do it, is just play it by ear. We'll try something, and if it doesn't quite work out, that's fine. We'll try something different, right? So yeah, but you're right, Ghost. We'll see what happens. All right, guys, let's get this music out of here. Shall we? Okay. We're going to go ahead and get this one started. Anxiety recovery, fighting thoughts with thoughts. Like I said when this stream first started, got to give props where props is due. I got this idea from a viewer, actually, who I believe was in my last live stream, who said that little phrase. They mentioned something about fighting thoughts with thoughts, and although I don't recall their entire comment, that little phrase kind of stuck with me. So fighting thoughts with thoughts. Fighting thoughts with thoughts. What do I want to say about this topic? There's a lot that you can say about this topic. First and foremost, I feel like fighting thoughts with thoughts is what 90%, I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to say at least 90% of people with anxiety or panic or OCD, whatever you want to label it, at least 90% of people try to fight thoughts with thoughts. Now, what does it mean exactly to fight thoughts with thoughts? Now, fighting thoughts with thoughts is something somebody does when they want to get relief. It's something they do out of desiring relief. It's something they do out of trying to calm their anxiety. It's something they do to try to make themselves feel better. So on the surface, it seems like an okay idea. If I have a negative thought, or if I have an intrusive thought, whatever you want to call it, and it's causing me a ton of anxiety, Wonder Bro, doesn't it only make sense if I fight that with my own thinking? Like if I get involved and try to prove that thought wrong, like wouldn't that bring me some sort of relief? And guys, I'm going to touch on my own journey here for a second. Fighting thoughts with thoughts, although on the surface, for all of the reasons I just mentioned, sounds like a good idea, it is probably the number one thing that caused me to experience the amount of anxiety that I experienced, which for some time was quite a bit of anxiety, to say the least. So I understand that on the surface, fighting thoughts with thoughts seems like the right way to go. But the first thing that I want to say about this topic is that, yes, I understand it, but it is not the way to go. Like I said, it is probably the number one thing that I did in my journey, with most of my time, like 99% of the day was spent fighting thoughts with thoughts. In fact, there for a while, I'd say the only time that I wasn't fighting thoughts with thoughts is when I was asleep. So yeah, you know, just to start this stream off, I understand that it sounds like a logical thing to do, but I want you to understand it is not a logical thing to do. So let's move on. Why is that not a smart thing to do? Why should you avoid fighting thoughts with thoughts? It comes down to this. It comes down to a few things. It comes down to the fact that the more you fight with thoughts, the more importance you give them. So if you have an intrusive thought and you start fighting with it mentally, arguing with it, it's like you're arguing with another person almost. And when you do that, what you are essentially doing is telling your anxious brain that this thought is important and that you want it to stick around. Do you want this thought to stick around? That is my question to you, chat. If you're experiencing intrusive thoughts, and I know you can experience more than one, but just to my little example here, do you want this intrusive thought to stick around? No, that's the last thing you want, right? That's why you're in your head fighting with it to begin with, because you're trying to get rid of it. Well, the irony is, the more you fight with it, the more you tell the brain that you want it to stick around, right? Because you are giving it importance. You are giving it importance. So when you fight thoughts with thoughts, you are doing it because you want relief and you want the thoughts to go away. But when you fight thoughts with thoughts, you are giving them importance and you are telling your anxious, already tired mind that you want it to stick around longer. So you're actually accomplishing the exact opposite of what you're hoping to accomplish. Okay, so you never want to fight thoughts with thoughts for that reason. You just make them bigger. You make them more important, and you tell the brain that they're important. If you want them to leave you alone, you have to leave them alone. So the next point I want to make here, okay, and there's several little points that go into this, but the next point I want to make here is that when you are anxious or in a sensitized state, which means your nerves are tired, you're stressed, right, whatever you want to call it, these thoughts are going to seem more important than they ever have been or ever will be. So that's another reason you don't want to fight thoughts with thoughts. Not only because it makes them important and keeps them around longer and tells the brain that they're important or dangerous, but also because you're being bluffed anyway. So it doesn't really matter because you're being bluffed anyway. This thought that is currently causing you so much anxiety, and I know it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel sometimes, but this thought, whatever thought you're having or thoughts that is causing you so much anxiety, is only causing you so much anxiety because you're in a tired body. Right? If you weren't sensitized, you could probably have the same exact thoughts and laugh at them. If you weren't sensitized, you could probably have the same exact thoughts and they not be that big of a deal. You'd be able to shrug them off, right? They wouldn't cause so much of a false alarm. They're causing so much of an intense false alarm because you are in a sensitized body. Does everybody get what I'm saying with that? So the fact that you are trying to fight thoughts with thoughts not only makes them more important, not only tells the brain that they're dangerous and you're not going to accomplish what you want, you're going to accomplish the opposite. They're going to stick around longer. But also it's just futile. It's just pointless at the end of the day, because if you weren't in a tired nervous system, these thoughts wouldn't be causing so much anxiety anyway. It would be irrelevant, right? And I can prove that because looking back in my own experience and from talking to people here on the channel, they have thoughts, or I had thoughts that I can look back on now, and I can sit here and think those same thoughts if I wanted to. I could sit here and think those same topics, those same thoughts, and they wouldn't cause me any anxiety. In fact, I'd be able to go like, what was that about? Right? Why did that cause me to be so anxious? I don't understand. And then back in the day when they were causing me to be so anxious because my nerves were tired, they felt real. They felt like a huge problem. They felt like a huge danger to me. Right? But I can think back on those same topics now sitting in this chair, and I can almost laugh at it and think, what was that about? Right? I can't believe that made me so anxious. And it's because I was in a tired nervous system. So not only will fighting thoughts with getting up in your head, with trying to mentally argue with them, figure them out, problem solve them, whatever you want to call it, not only will that cause them to stick around longer, guys, and give them importance to the brain, but also it's pointless. Because if you didn't have the tired nerves that were delivering these swift and intense false alarms, you wouldn't care about the thoughts anyway. So you're wasting your time. You wouldn't care about the thoughts anyway if you weren't in what I call the bluff state. You're in a bluff state. You know, when you've got these tired nerves going on, tired mind, tired body, you are in a bluff state. And I call it the bluff state because if you weren't in the tired mind and tired body, these thoughts would be irrelevant anyway. They're only causing an alarm because you have tired nerves anyway, right? So you guys get my point here. There's several reasons why you should never fight thoughts with thoughts. Now, to go to my last point, the reason I'm really doing this stream and the reason I got inspired to do this stream tonight is, like I said, I don't remember exactly what their comment said, but when they mentioned something about fighting thoughts with thoughts, I think they were asking a question along the lines of, well, isn't that what we're doing already? And I don't know if they said this, but it's kind of what I remember. It might be a false memory, but it's still a good point anyway. They said something along the lines of fighting thoughts with thoughts. Isn't that what we're already doing anyway? Wonder Bro, when you tell us to use the accepting inner voice. I want to be very, very, very clear on something. That is not what I'm asking you to do with the accepting inner voice. You guys know the two main keys to healing here on the channel is to use those positive behaviors, which basically means act as if you are already healed, even though you don't feel that way, and the accepting inner voice, which means no longer fighting with thoughts and feelings, but instead using the accepting inner voice. So again, just to kind of tackle the concern, well, isn't the accepting inner voice fighting thoughts with thoughts? I want to be absolutely clear. No, it's not. The accepting inner voice is nothing more than a reminder to yourself not to fight with the thoughts and feelings. Does everybody get what I'm saying? So to fight thoughts with thoughts would be to get into your head. Let's say you have a thought that says you're going to go crazy, and you get in your head and you say, no, I'm not going to go crazy because let me look at the statistics on Google, and that's not going to happen because, no, you can't go crazy. And then you fight with it and you argue with it. Go away. You know, you're just, you know, blah, blah, blah. And you just go down into this big street fight, you know, a big street fight with your thoughts. That's fighting thoughts with thoughts. The accepting inner voice is more like this. Oh, you have a thought that's telling you you're going to lose it, right? And it's there and it's causing you all this anxiety while it's there swimming around in your head. You just remind yourself, okay, anytime you catch yourself starting to fight with it, all those examples I just gave, anytime you catch that, the accepting inner voice would be for you to catch that and say something to yourself like, oh, you know what? That thought can be there. These feelings can be there. Let it burn. You know, some people like to say that. We've been talking about that recently here on the channel. And I'm just going to let it burn. That's the accepting inner voice. The accepting inner voice is not fighting with the specifics and the content of the thoughts. The accepting inner voice is just a reminder to oneself to let it happen. The accepting inner voice is just a reminder to oneself to let it burn, or this feeling is healing, or I'm just going to let this pass. I'm going to let this happen, right? So the two main keys together look something like this. You've got this intrusive thought that's causing you a ton of anxiety, and instead of fighting thoughts with thoughts, you just tell yourself about that thought, hey, you know what, I'm going to let that burn, I'm going to let that pass, I'm going to let that be there for as long as that wants to be there. So you're catching yourself doing any sort of mental fighting, and you're just saying, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to let that be there, I'm going to let that burn, I know what's going on here. And then you're making a positive behavioral choice. That's the two main keys working together. So you're not fighting thoughts with thoughts. You're just using those accepting reminders to yourself, and then you're making positive behavioral choices, which means instead of sitting here on Google, I'm going to go wash the dishes. Right? Instead of sitting here, doing nothing and staring at the ceiling because I'm anxious, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go live as if I'm already healed. That's what we talked about last night's street. I'm going to live as if I'm already healed, right? So that's the two main keys working together. But I don't want to get too off topic. The whole fighting thoughts with thoughts topic, I feel like, was a topic that needed to be covered because, you know, some people are willing and they want to dedicate to acceptance, but they were unsure, you know, is the accepting inner voice fighting thoughts with thoughts? No, it's not. You know, is the accepting inner voice doing the wrong thing? Of course it's not, right? You never want to fight thoughts with thoughts, and I absolutely agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. You never want to fight thoughts with thoughts, and if you are using the accepting inner voice, that is just reminders to yourself. You're not fighting the thoughts. That's just reminders to yourself to leave it alone. All right, you guys? If you enjoyed the point of the night stream, please leave a big thumbs up. Sorry there, I pulled the cord out of my mic. If you enjoyed the point of tonight's stream, please leave a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it, guys. I do appreciate all the love and support. Like I said, we're going to try to get somewhat of a stream schedule going here. I do want to provide streams that are more on time for you guys. I do want to provide streams that you know when they're going to be, you know when to catch them. I do want to become more organized in the year 2023 with the channel and everything that I do with the channel. So I don't know. Nothing is set in stone just yet. But I would like to set some objectives for the channel, and I think a schedule is a good objective to set. But with that being said, you should also ring that notification bell if you want to start joining us live. The notification bell is the only way that you can get notifications and possibly catch us live. I know sometimes it doesn't always work, but that's okay. You should ring it anyway. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for the point of tonight's stream. I just wanted to make it very, very clear that you do not fight thoughts with thoughts. You use that accepting inner voice. You let whatever is there be there, and you make positive behavioral choices with your physical action. That is the two main keys working together. It will take time, and it will not feel easy. Sometimes you'll have to force yourself to do these things, but in time your brain will catch up, and your brain will say, hey, they're starting to act like there's not a real danger, and they're no longer fighting thoughts with thoughts. They're just letting those thoughts and feelings be, and they're living their life using that accepting inner voice. And in that time, the brain is going to eventually say, congrats, I'm starting to realize that this danger doesn't exist. Now, a lot of people get frustrated because that doesn't happen, right, as quickly as most people would like that to happen. But it will happen. Give it time. Try to have patience, right, and make each day count. With that being said, I think I'm going to stop ranting now because I've already said, quote unquote, with that being said about 4 times, and then I just keep ranting. So we're going to stop ranting. We're going to put on some music. We're going to hang out with Chad. If you're still in here, give me a quick shout out. Give me a quick roll call just so I know who's still watching. Just so I know who's still watching. Hi, Wonder Bro. I think I've asked this before, but we must lose all fear in order to heal? Well, no. That's why Dr. Claire Wiggs called it first and second fear, right? So you can't just, like, technically wake up one day and say, oh, I'm going to lose all fear, right? The first fear is still going to come, which is the thoughts, which is the feelings of fear and anxiety. The first fear is still going to come, and that's due to being in a tired nervous system. That's due to having a brain that is not wired correctly, right? And we can undo that wiring with acceptance. But no, you don't just wake up and suddenly, you know, there's no first fear. The first fear will come. But what you are trying to work on is not adding second fear, which means not to fight with those thoughts and feelings, to accept, just give yourself some accepting reminders and let them burn, and make those positive physical behavioral choices, right? That is your goal, the two main keys. Your goal is to not eliminate first fear. That'll happen in time as you start to heal. Your goal is to eliminate second fear, which is fighting with the thoughts and feelings and not living your life. That is forms of second fear. Some people think, oh, it's only second fear if you tell yourself really negative things. No, there's different forms of what I would call second fear, and I call it second fear because it's just bad messages to the brain. Second fear could be avoidance. Second fear could be coping methods. Second fear can be compulsions, reassurance. Second fear could be, of course, fighting your thoughts, right? So anything you do that is really against the two keys, we could consider, second fear or just not a good choice for your recovery, right? Hope that answers your question, Style Alert. Thank you for being here in the chat tonight. I appreciate you. Cherie, what is up? I'm finally saying your name right for the first time ever. I think I'm saying it right. I've been arguing with thoughts so much that I'm numb and emotionless. So basically what you're experiencing is what we could call fatigue, man. Fatigue. You have been doing so much mental fighting and trying to figure out of every thought that you have and every feeling or whatever the case may be. You've been trying to do that to such a strong degree that your brain has quite literally said, man, I need a break, and if you're not going to give me one, I'll take one. And that's where fatigue comes into play, right? It's harmless. It's not dangerous. You're going to be okay. But that explains what's happening, right? Eclipse still here, man. I love it, dude. How you doing, Eclipse? How have you been? Cherie, apart from being just totally worn out, how have you been? How's life been? Thanks, Wonder Bro. Absolutely, Style Alert. Absolutely. Sorry, no, you don't have to apologize. Oh, you deleted your comment. Okay, maybe you had more to say than just sorry. I'll give you a second if you want to post that again. But yeah, thanks for being here tonight, guys. We're going to hang out for a bit, man. We're going to read any questions we might have. If you have questions, send them in. Comments, whatever. Talk to me, guys. Let me know how you've been. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I'm going to drop a few links while we've got a small break in chat here. I'm going to drop a few links. A couple people were asking about the Discord chat yesterday. We have done a lot of work on the Discord chat, guys. It is an awesome community. It's getting better every single day. I try to update it as often as I can. I feel like it's a pretty cool community. So if you want to check us out over there, I'm about to drop a link for that. Feel free to join us over there. We've got all sorts of stuff that you can do over there. We've got accomplishment channels where you can drop your accomplishments and get motivation. We've got support channels, if you've got a question about acceptance. We've got all sorts of stuff over there, man. You can make friends, you can hang out, you can chill, you can use it as motivation, you can use it as support, as long as you're doing the work, right? You don't want to use it as reassurance, but as long as you're doing the work, you can use that Discord for support, motivation. We've got all sorts of channels over there, so there's the link in the chat. I'd love to see you over there. It doesn't take long to join. I think you just got to answer a few questions, and we'll get you in there. I wanted to ask if you were making a stream on compulsions. I said once you told me to take a closer look. I found so many. Yeah, sometimes I do say that to people. Take a closer look and see how many compulsions you're doing, right? What is a compulsion? It's something you only do when you're anxious to try to get the anxiety to go away, right? So reassurance, some people go around and pace around in circles. They don't even realize they're up pacing. They just need to sit down and embrace it. Oh my God, we could just go on and on and on for days about compulsions and coping methods, right? A good question to ask yourself, or a good statement to remind yourself of is, you know what? A compulsion is something I only do because I'm anxious, and then don't do that. Right? It sounds so simple. I make it sound so simple, I know. But we do need to work on cutting back those compulsions because your brain's not dumb, right? It's dumb in some ways, I guess. There's not a tiger and it thinks there is. But it's not so dumb in other ways, right? It's not so dumb in other ways. It knows when you're avoiding and doing certain things just to try to fight off that tiger, what it thinks is a tiger, right? So it can make those connections. It's pretty good at making those connections. You don't have to be perfect, man, to make progress. This isn't about perfection, but you do need to work on it. You do need to work on it. You need to, stop trying to mentally think your way to recovery. You can't mentally think your way to recovery. You got to live your way to recovery. And a part of living is cutting out coping methods, cutting out compulsions, living as if everything is fine, because guess what? In reality, everything is fine. Your brain just doesn't believe that yet. And by living as if you are already healed, you are going to show that to the brain. And of course, we want to drop the mental stuff, because you can't get to recovery with the mental stuff anyway. You can't mentally fight thoughts with thoughts and get to recovery. That's not going to happen. You're just going to stress yourself out even more. So that's why the two main keys are: stop the mental stuff. Just give yourself accepting reminders and stop trying to mentally fight with those thoughts and feelings, and then live your life as if you are already healed, right? That is why the two main keys are what they are, because that's how the brain learns. That's the language that the brain speaks, the amygdala, right? Beautiful little mini rant there. Thank you guys, man, for being here, part of this. I know it's a late one, this late little stream here. Been all right, doing better than I have in the past. Understanding anxiety and panic has helped a lot. Took a good while, but I'm doing better. I love it, Eclipse. Keep it up, man. Every single day is a learning opportunity. Every single day is an opportunity for growth. You might not get the instant results. That's okay. You know, if you've been here on the channel for a while, you know that it takes time for the brain to catch up with your new behaviors, right? So that's okay. But every single day is a learning opportunity. Every single day is a chance for you to continue to shape your life the way that you want to shape it, right? But it's going to be up to you. At the end of the day, it's going to take your participation. At the end of the day, it's going to take your willingness and your dedication, right? Awesome comment, dude. Awesome comment. I've been good. Got a second job, and I've been going to / hosting a bunch of meetups. Definitely burnout. It all makes sense. Currently sitting in bed, sick as a dog. I'm glad you're living. I'm glad you're doing your thing. Yeah, maybe you're doing a little bit too much up in your head mental fighting, right? It sounds like your behaviors are on par, right? But maybe on the mental side of things, there's a little work to do. Maybe too much trying to figure out and problem solve. My problem is with events beyond my control. Hey, when you're in a tired nervous system, events that are outside of your control are going to seem like they're much bigger deals than they really are. I can think of a few different examples of things that were outside of my control that I really, really worried about back in the day, and it's because there was so much anxiety revolving around those topics, and I guess I just didn't accept the fact that, hey, there's only so much anxiety here because I'm sensitized. I need to stop trying to figure out the things that are out of my control, because that's just making me worse. It's just hurting my nerves more, right? And I just need to accept that, yeah, things are going to cause me anxiety for a while, and I need to show my brain that tiger doesn't exist, right? All right, guys, give me just a second. I'm going to go send out some notifications, let everybody know that we're still live. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, drop those now, and I'll be right back to answer those questions. All right, beautiful people. Apologies for the delay. Been forever since I've been in a stream. So much has changed. Got a panic attack today for some reason. Felt anxious, but I did everything I had to do. Just sucks. I feel it. I'm glad you stuck. I'm glad you stuck to your guns. I'm glad you steadied the course and did what you know you needed to do. Right, and that's all that really matters. Yeah. So you can get down on yourself about having a random panic attack. Right, you can get down on yourself and you can start to overthink it and you can start to overcomplicate it. But it sounds like you chose not to go that route, which is excellent. You chose to just do what you know needed to be done, which is to accept it and not add to it. And yeah, it might take a little bit of time for your body to quote unquote come down, right, from that experience. But that's okay. Right, you might feel a little bit shaken up right now. You might be tempted to overthink it right now. You might be tempted to worry about it. But it sounds like you're doing everything by the book. So that's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. You can get lost in all the overthinking and the frustration and and let it really bring you down, or you can just make the most of the rest of your day. And that's really what anxiety is all about. Since day one, nobody would have ended up sensitized if they didn't overthink it, right? If they didn't overthink their first anxiety experience, their panic experience, and start doing all these bad habits that they've learned, it wouldn't turned into what it turned into, right? And that's just the facts. That's just the facts. That if you leave it alone, it'll leave you alone, and it sounds like that's what you're doing. So congrats on doing that, and just keep doing that, right? Just keep doing that. But it's good to see you, Big Up. It's good to see you in a stream, dude. All right, I don't think I've missed any comments. I think I'm all good on questions. I think we're all caught up, so we're just going to hang out. We're going to chill a little bit. I figured it would be like a smaller stream since I am streaming at such a weird, odd time, so I didn't expect anything different. I didn't expect anything different. I just got up after, man, I think I slept like, how long did I sleep? I don't know, but I needed it. I needed it, dude. I was so tired. Been having this tooth problem and not really feeling up to doing much. I think I slept like 10 hours, but I woke up feeling much, much better. So maybe, maybe that's the end of that. But yeah, it was like 10 hours or something. I needed it, man. I needed it. Just wanted to say hello. Hello, Remy. Yeah, I just got here. Well, not long ago, about half an hour ago. You guys might hear me yawning, but I'm not tired. I've got plenty of sleep. Midnight here. Yeah, it's about, what time is it? 1 a.m. or something like that? It's about 1 a.m. here. It's about 1 a.m. here. Guys, I am also, I know we've had a few bits of channel news here today from the schedule we're going to try to get on with the streams. Like I said, we're going to try to start doing morning streams, and then we're going to try to start doing like 6 p.m. my time streams. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if we'll stick to those 2 streams a day. I want to try to cater to both different time zones, and that's why I was considering doing that. Nothing is set in stone just yet, but we'll see. Also, guys, I am taking on more coaching sessions. I am doing reoccurring sessions. I've already got a handful that I currently do, and I would like to take on a few more. So if you're interested in possibly doing reoccurring sessions like once a week or something, hit me up on any of my social media, right? Your best bet is probably the Discord. But you can use the Vacate Fear Instagram. That'll work too. I have Twitter. I don't really check my Twitter DMs that often. But yeah, just find a way to get up to me. There's multiple ways that exist. So if you're interested in something like that. But anyway, yeah. You only get into the panic disorder by trying to stop it. It's the fixing mode that keeps it alive. You're absolutely right, Kay. You are absolutely right. I couldn't have said it better myself. Couldn't have said it better myself. I'm going to read that comment twice. It was so good. You only get into the panic disorder by trying to stop it. It's the fixing mode that keeps it alive. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. You are correct. It is the fixing mode. What is the fixing mode exactly? It is the obsession. It is the worry. It is the trying, like the title of this stream says, it is the trying to fight thoughts with thoughts. It is the negative behaviors, like no longer living, shutting down, just bending to the anxiety and letting it control every single behavior, every single action that you take. It is the showing the brain right, by doing all these negative behaviors and trying to fight thoughts with thoughts, the mental and the physical, right? It is the showing the brain through all these different things that you do that there is a problem, that there is a real danger, that there is a real threat when there's not, right? When there's clearly not. So, yeah, great comment, Kay. I love it. I agree with it 110%. 110%. Wonder Bro approved, man. Wonder Bro approved. Let me see. I'm not a huge fan. I'll be honest. I'm not a huge fan of this font color that we're using. If you've got any questions, guys, feel free to ask them. That is what we're here for. Maybe just go with white. White looks good. Can't go wrong with basic and simple. I like basic and simple. There we go. That's better. That's much better. The other way looked a little janky in a way. There we go. Okay. Get that link posted up. I'm getting a bit hungry, guys. I'm getting a bit hungry. Need some late night munchy food. I would do anything for a bag of Cheetos right now. Crunchy, none of that puffy stuff. Get that out of here. Got to go with the classic crunchy on the Cheetos. We need to do our Last of Us 2 stream. We need to continue that. I was just thinking about that today too. I don't know. There's a lot of things I want to do for the channel. People really enjoyed that. So, morning. Good morning. God, every time, dude. Every time I second guess how to say your name, Bo. I'm just going for it. Full send. Our little late night stream here. Especially now that the Last of Us TV show is officially out. I think they've already aired 2 episodes. Yeah, we need to finish that playthrough for sure. Now's the time to do it. Now is the time to do it. Yes, okay. All right. I second guess myself every single time I go to say your name. I don't know why I do that. I guess it's just because for so many years I got it wrong. So now I'm a little like paranoid about it. A little paranoid about it. Hey, thank you guys for being here tonight, man. I appreciate it. Leave that thumbs up. Does help the channel grow. It's pretty good. They're doing it justice. I still don't have HBO. I was debating on getting it just for that show, but I still don't have HBO. So, but I've read like user comments on social media about it and stuff, like Facebook posts, and everybody seems to be pretty happy with it. Apparently, it lives up to the game storyline pretty well, which I think is awesome. You should always pay respect to the source material, right? Should always pay respect. So I'm glad they're doing that. HBO originals, they eventually show HBO originals on other platforms, right? Like eventually one day it might come to some other streaming service. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I think they eventually do that. Maybe that's when I'll catch it. That'll be a while, but 2 episodes, yep. Oh man, that's my all-time favorite game since many years back. The Last of Us Remastered, so great. I haven't played the remastered. I'm still not even through The Last of Us 2 yet, but I would like to finish it, and I'd like to finish it on stream. Actually, everybody seemed to enjoy that. Really good games, really solid games. Show's pretty good so far as well. That's what I've heard. How's the stream going so far? Chris, it's going good, Ghost. It's going good, man. We're just hanging out. It's a quiet stream tonight, and that's partly in due to the fact that I started streaming at 1 a.m. So that's my fault there. The show has definitely exceeded my expectations. It's amazing. That's what I keep hearing, stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to give it a try, apparently. Even the changes work well with everything. I did hear that there was some pretty big pretty big differences in the overall plot, I think, in episode 2. I don't know, I haven't seen it, so I got so excited finally seeing a clicker on the show. I bet you heard the iconic sound that a clicker makes before you actually saw the clicker, right? Hopefully that's the way they did that. I'm hoping that's the way they played that. How else could you play it, man? You got to hear the sound before you see it, because everybody knows the sound, right? Anybody who's played the game is absolutely terrified when they hear that sound. How could you not be? That's like instant death, right? But yeah, I don't think I've ever played a story game quite as good as The Last of Us. Don't want to give it away for you, man. Good point. Good point. All right, you're right. You're right. One day I would eventually like to watch it. The clicker scene had me holding my breath for real, right? It's that sound. It's that sound. I mean, you can kill the clickers in the game. They just take a lot, and if they grab you, it's game over. That's the scary thing about the clickers. The regular, I don't want to call them zombies. They're not technically zombies, right? Or maybe they are, but the regular zombies, you know, you can box them around. You can get into a boxing match with them and survive. But the clickers, if they grab you, it is game over. You're done for. You are done for. I got to admit, I got tense during that scene. Who wouldn't get tense hearing that noise, right? I would try to replicate it, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can. It kind of reminds me of the sound that the who remembers the movie The Grudge? It kind of reminds me of that sound that The Grudge makes in a way. That's what I've always kind of related it to. But yeah, I'm glad the show's awesome. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Hey, I'm glad you're watching it too. Live your life, right? Live your life, man. Show this anxiety what's up. Do things you want to do. Enjoy things, man. Get involved in life. Have fun with it. Be productive. No, you don't feel like doing all those things, but take a look around, man. There's no real tiger, right? If you don't see a real tiger, okay, well then do things you enjoy. Show your brain that tiger doesn't exist. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying the show, and I'm glad you're watching it. Predator. You know, I've never watched... I'm assuming you're talking about, like, Alien versus Predator, stuff like that. I've never watched any of those movies, I'll be honest. Maybe that's not what you're talking about, but that's what comes to my mind, at least. That's what comes to my mind. Man, I've been contemplating moving my setup around for days now. Ugh, it's gonna be a lot of work. Gonna be a lot of work, but I think it's time for a change. Anytime you go into moving your desk and your monitors and all these wires and cables, it's a lot of work, but I don't know, man. It might be that time. It might be that time. Oh, the sounds got you. Sort of sounds like the Predator. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what the Predator sounds like. Some people might consider that a sin that I haven't watched those classic movies, but I don't know. I've never given them a try. I've never given them a try. Then again, it does take a lot to, I do expect a lot out of a movie or a show in order to hold my attention and actually keep me there for it. I don't know, I've always been that way, right? If a movie or a show doesn't grab my attention, then I don't know, there's a chance I won't stick around for very long. Maybe that's my fault. How to accept true illness? I have terrible eczema, and it causes me anxiety because it's so itchy and my skin gets bad. So the best thing you can do, okay, let's compare this like a real illness. Let's compare this to physical pain. So there's actually a quote out there by the Buddha that says to fight with physical pain is like being shot by an arrow twice. Now that's not the exact quote, but it's something along those lines. The first arrow is the illness. The first arrow is the physical pain that you experience, the real physical pain that you're experiencing. And the second arrow is when you get up in your head and you start to live in this victim mentality. You start to tell yourself things about it that are very negative. You start to get worked up mentally about it instead of just trying your best to practice being present with that condition, that illness, that physical pain. Of course, taking any necessary steps you can take, whether it's, the medication or whatever. Of course, take those steps, but to get into your head mentally and add to it in a very negative way is like getting shot by an arrow twice, right? The first arrow is the physical pain or the illness, and the second arrow is everything that you are negatively mentally doing and telling yourself, right? So I would say the two main keys do apply to any sort of true illness or, whatever physical pain. Of course, with the exception that you can take real action, right? If you choose to take real action, maybe you can go to the doctor or, whatever the case may be. But you get my point. Anytime I get asked about real illness or real physical pain, I always try to give that example because I think that's an awesome example. The first arrow is the illness, is the physical pain, and the second arrow is shooting yourself twice with all of the negative things that you do upstairs instead of trying to practice, not following that sort of thinking and catching that sort of thinking and coming back to acceptance and living and so forth and so on, right? So I hope that helps. I hope you remember that. Next time you experience any real physical pain or an illness and you start to get up in your head about it, remind yourself that just like with the two main keys, you want to try to catch that. You want to try to stay neutral and not fight with those thoughts and feelings, and you want to come back to life. Two main keys, man, not just good anxiety advice, good life advice, and who would have thought, good physical pain advice as well. Of course, like I said, disclaimer, if you're in physical pain, go to the doctor, do what you got to do, but yeah, I think you guys get my point. It's been an awesome little chill stream here tonight, guys. Took tonight off, can't figure out what to watch, so bored. Man, I would give you some suggestions, but I can't remember the last time I watched anything new. I usually just repeat the same stuff. I need to watch something new. I need to try to find something. I need to try to find something to get into, but like I said, it takes a lot for me. It takes a lot to hold my attention on something. Like, it's really got to pull me in. I've got to get invested. And I haven't been invested in very many movies or TV shows. It's far and in between what will hold my attention and what won't. True, yeah. So I hope that helps you out there, Style Alert. Last of Us, yes. All right, guys, give me just a second. I'm going to go get a drink, and then we're going to continue the stream. If you'd like to support the stream, link is in the description. Make sure you leave it a thumbs up, guys. I really do appreciate it. I know it's a small crowd tonight, but I do appreciate you guys that are here now. But I will be right back. I'm going to get something to drink. All right, we are back, refreshed. Hi, not hi, but Wonder Bro. I don't know how I got mixed up there. Wonder Bro, I know you are having problems in your life right now. How do you deal with those external forces? How do you frame it in your mind? One day at a time. So a big lesson that anxiety taught me, and sensitization, all that good stuff, and all the mental crap, a big lesson, through acceptance, that I learned through acceptance, through using the 2 keys, is that you have to take things one day at a time. You can do what you can do in the moment to make positive changes to your life. So I can take any positive action that is available to me right now in the moment, and I can take that action. I should take that action. But any sort of mental worry or fighting with thoughts and feelings outside of that, surrounding whatever my current life problems are, it's just completely pointless. And I know where that gets you, right? I know from personal experience where that gets you. So I take it one day at a time. If there's action that I can take to help my situation, I'm going to take it, right? I'm going to take it every single time. But outside of taking any action that I can possibly take right now in the moment, it's all out of my hands, right? It's all out of my hands from there. So I try to frame it in my mind as, okay, today I'm going to do whatever I can to help my situation, right? And then I take that action and I work hard and I do what needs to be done. And then style alert. I'll address that in just a second. I take whatever action I can to help my situation. But outside of that, I know that that's the only logical and rational way that you can live, right? So I wake up today. If I've got problems going on in my life, I will help my situation however I can. I'll do what I can. I'll work hard. And then I don't get involved in obsession about it. If I go to start to obsess about my life problems, I remind myself, I say, hey, we're doing what we can. We're going to take it one day at a time, It's just like the accepting inner voice. And instead of fighting with your thoughts and feelings, that's why I say this is good life advice and not just good sensitized, anxious advice, right? So hope that answer helps you out there. And like I said, that understanding came as a result of going through what I went through and really practicing this sort of lifestyle. It's really a lifestyle. Style Alert with the $20 tip. Can we please give her a big round of applause in the chat? Drop the purple hearts, drop the emotes. I don't know how many people are actually in here right now. It's a really late stream. But if you are in here, please take just a second to spam some emojis, some purple hearts, whatever, in the chat for my girl Style Alert with the $20 tip. First tip of the stream. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. $20 tip says, thanks for, let me update that. Thanks for sharing your knowledge, Wonder Bro. It has been very helpful in my healing. Although not 100% healed, I have made huge strides. Thank you. And I want you to thank yourself too. You are very welcome, by the way. But I want you to thank yourself too. I want you to pat yourself on the back. I want every single person in this chat right now to pat themselves on the back. You have come a long way. Even though some of you may be just starting out, even though some of you may not be where you want to be right now, I promise it's going to add up, right? The thing about anxiety and recovery and making changes to your brain, lasting changes to your brain, is that it doesn't happen quickly. The brain is definitely willing to learn, is always willing to learn, but at its own pace, which is usually not as quick as you'd like it to be, right? Let's face it. Usually not as quick as you'd like it to be, but it's learning, and it's always willing to learn. Every positive behavior that you do today is going towards this objective, this goal. Every time you remind yourself to not fight with that thought and feeling, right, it's adding up. It's going towards your objective. It's going towards, accomplishing what you want to accomplish. So every single person in here, even if you don't feel like you're where you should be by now, that's okay. Pat yourself on the back. Thank you for the $20 tip. Style Alert. We are on a 245-day streak, guys. I know it's a bit of a late one, and I started streaming at a really weird, odd time tonight. But I do appreciate the support nonetheless. 245-day streak. Somebody mentioned that earlier. Yeah, that is an absolutely insane streak, man. So if you'd like to support the streak, link is in the description. Thank you, Style Alert, for the $20 tip. I appreciate you. And thank you for showing love in the chat to Style Alert. We should always be very grateful for our tippers. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for helping keep the show on the road. I don't know what I would do without you. Let's see, what are we talking about in chat? Red Dead Redemption, okay. Now that's my game. That is my game. I played all of the, 1 and 2. I even played the first, it wasn't called Red Dead Redemption. I think it was called Red Dead Revolver on the PlayStation 2. Yeah, so I played all those games. That's my game right there. Great story, great everything, gameplay, graphics, it's just perfect across the board. Some people may disagree with me, but I don't know how you could disagree with me on that one, dude. That is just the poster child for the perfect game. I really have come a long way. I couldn't even get out of bed 2 years ago, and now I'm living my life without so much anxiety. I love it, Style Alert. I love it. You really have come a long way. It sounds like you really, really have come a long way. So congrats on that, and thank you so much again for the $20 tip. I really do appreciate it. Helping keep that 245-day streak alive. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are awesome. I am so grateful. Thank you. Hey, keep going, man. I forget who it was. I told somebody in chat not long ago that every day is a learning experience, right? Every day is an opportunity to get closer and closer to your goals, your objectives. Every day, you can take advantage of every single day. Every day that you are alive on this planet, you can make choices that are going to benefit your future self, right? And that's just the truth. And if you look at it that way, maybe you'll find some motivation to make today a good day, despite how you might be feeling, with panic and all that good stuff. I've been playing an online game with my brother recently called Ghost of, I know what you're talking about. Is it it's the samurai game, right? Which is an offshoot of the main game. Very addictive. It's the, is it the samurai game? Because I just recently bought that, I think, on my PlayStation. And they have like the online mode, but I've never tried the online mode. I really need to play the second then. I'm still trying to finish The Last of Us 2. You haven't played Red Dead 2? I didn't think that was possible for there to be someone out there that exists that hasn't played Red Dead 2. Oh man, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin with that. No other game has lived up to Red Dead Redemption or The Last of Us yet for me. I know, I agree. I agree 100%. Although I'll tell you, I'm a huge Silent Hill. I don't know if we have any Silent Hill fans in the chat tonight, but I am a huge Silent Hill fanboy. Silent Hill tattoos. I've got all the games and the remaster, which was crap, but that's okay. Just a huge Silent Hill fan. Wasn't a huge fan of the movies, but I respect their existence. But yeah, anyway, I am really looking forward to the Silent Hill 2 remake. I don't even think you can call it a remaster. The remake that's coming out for, I think, PC and PS5. And you best believe, I don't care what's going on in my life at the moment. I don't care, whatever the price tag is, whatever. I'll find a way when the Silent Hill 2 remake becomes live and it hits the shelf. I am going to be playing it. I have not been this excited for an upcoming game in I don't know how long, in years. So oh, I can't believe you haven't played the second yet. But yeah, guys, if you're currently watching, I know we're just kind of hanging out, chatting about video games and stuff, but if you have any questions, please feel free to drop those questions. Anxiety questions, that's what we're here for, right? We just like to sometimes chat about other topics while we wait on anxiety questions. So don't be shy, speak up. There's no such thing as a dumb question. That does not exist. I would stream the Silent Hill 2 if I had a way to do that, depending on what platform I buy it on. But I don't know, man. It's a personal experience for me. I can't quite put into words how much I love Silent Hill. So I don't know if I'll actually stream it or not. I kind of want to just experience it in a dark room at 3 a.m. and just really just soak it all up. You know what I mean? Does anybody here have video games that are like their comfort video games, like you played them as a child, or maybe they just mean a lot to you, right? Because you've put a lot of hours into them and you always just feel this sense of, I don't know, just this good feeling when you play them, right? And it's so weird that my quote-unquote comfort game is Silent Hill, right? Just a horror game and just totally grotesque. But I don't know, it always has been. So it's a personal experience for me, or else I would probably stream it. I might stream like a second playthrough or something. We might do that. But the first go through, the first experience, it's going to be a personal one, and I'm going to take that in. I think I'm going to have some me time. Ocarina of Time. Yes, so you get what I'm saying. Yeah, everybody's got like their, even movies, like movies or video games, that's just like their comfort movies, their comfort games that they love everything about it. And it gives them a good feeling to watch it or play it. And it's so funny because mine is a totally just disturbing horror franchise, but hey, it is what it is. I think it's because I played it as a kid a lot. That's probably why. Nostalgia. But The Legend of Zelda, I will say, Bo, is a close second for me. It's a close second for a comfort video game franchise. Much love to everyone. Peter, good to see you, dude. We haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, Peter? Hope you're doing fantastic, man. I appreciate you dropping in, saying hello, dude. It's always good to see you when you stop by. Thank you again, Style Alert, for the $20 tip. Appreciate you. Last of Us 1 is my comfort. That's a good one. You can't go wrong there. You can't go wrong there. Wonder Bro approved. The Last of Us 1. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Probably one of the best stories in a game that I've ever experienced, apart from Red Dead 2. That's the thing about Silent Hill for me. There's so many other franchises out there that are just better, and I'm not afraid to admit it. There's so many better franchises than Silent Hill as far as gameplay goes, graphics, story, everything. There's so many franchises that make Silent Hill almost look bad. I can't quite say that, but almost. But still, you like what you like, and it becomes special to you. It becomes important to you. Which I will say, the storyline in Silent Hill games, they're a bit confusing, but they are actually really deep. They are actually really deep, and they make you think, and they're really good stories. I love the concept behind Silent Hill. The Last of Us 2, streaming, sharing type. So what, you think The Last of Us 2 is not quite as good as The Last of Us 1? Doing good, my man. Hope you are doing awesome as well. Thank you, Peter. I appreciate you, dude. Hey, we're taking it day by day, right? Can't complain. It can always be worse. You got to see the silver lining, right? Life is good. Dead Space remake will be dope. I forgot about the Dead Space remake, but you're right. That shit is going to be amazing. I love Dead Space. But Silent Hill's my baby as well, my brother. Love it. Soundtrack is forever on my phone. Dude, I've got the ringtone too. I've got the ringtone from Silent Hill 3. I think the Silent Hill 3 soundtrack is probably my favorite soundtrack of the series. As far as which Silent Hill is my favorite game, it's a close run. It's a close run between Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3. They both hold a very special place in my heart, so I don't know if I can choose, but it's a close competition between Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3. I did enjoy the Silent Hill 1 on the PS1. That was fun. Silent Hill 4, it got a lot of shit when it first came out. But honestly, Silent Hill 4 The Room is not as bad when you look back now and you see that it was probably one of the last solid Silent Hill games. Does that make sense? If you compare it to everything that came out after Silent Hill 4, it makes Silent Hill 4 not look as bad. Man of Culture, yes. The end of Small Sanctuary, I think, is probably my favorite track, my favorite soundtrack from Silent Hill 3. The end of Small Sanctuary, you got that guitar riff in there. It's good. It's good. OOT is a classic comfort game. Maybe I'm having a brain fart. What is OOT? Should I know this? Ocarina of Time. Okay, yeah. Sorry. I got it. It took me a second. I got it. You know the one I'm talking about, Peter, right? The song from Silent Hill 3 that it plays whenever you go into the, I believe, the mall bathroom save point for the first time. Bow now now now. You know that one. Bow now now now. I mean, I know it's just the same like little beat over and over again, but it's so good. Love that one. It's so good. Mine is the classic Loris theme. Yeah, I mean, I've heard them all. I've sat and listened to the Silent Hill OST, like, just relax to it, which is so weird. Who relaxes to the Silent Hill OST? Well, I do. So yeah, I've heard them all. They're all good. I like them all. I don't think there's a bad song on the soundtrack anywhere. I'll legit share my HBO Max sign-in with you via DM on Discord if you just watch it for me. What are we talking about? The Last of Us? The show? Is that what you're talking about? Dude, if somebody shares their HBO sign-in with me, I probably actually would sit down and watch The Last of Us in my free time. I will tell you this, though. I'm a slow watcher. I watch things at a very slow pace. Sometimes I'll only watch half an episode a day, right? It depends on what I got going on. It's not that I can't sit down and binge watch it. I can. It's just I like to take it in small bites. Small bites. Like I was saying earlier, it takes a little bit for me to really get invested. But who knows? It might grab my attention so much. This has happened before. It might grab my attention so much that I sit down and binge watch the whole thing in like 2 sittings. Yeah, I don't know. It could go either way. Man of culture. Exactly, Peter. Man of culture you are. Sit down in a nice dark room, relax, kick your feet up, maybe light a candle, right? Get on your phone, do a little bit of work, do whatever you got to do, but have that Silent Hill soundtrack going in the background, you know, on your computer or something. Just fill the room with it. It's nice. That's a vibe. That's a vibe. That is a vibe, I'm telling you. I love candles. I love, just like the flames from a fireplace. I've got like several light bulbs in my office area where I stream that are just set to, they're like fake candles, right? Like they flicker and stuff. I don't know. It's a vibe, man. It's a vibe. I watched the Dexter series for years. That's one I never watched. It's one I never watched. Friends lap me easily, and I recommended the show to them. Nice. Yep. Okay, I mean, look, I'm not normally, I'll be honest, I wouldn't take you up on that because I wouldn't want to, like, have your sign-in info or anything. I don't know, it sketches me out sometimes, but I'll tell you what, I will take you up on that. If you actually want to give me your HBO Max, I will watch The Last of Us. I just can't turn it down. I just can't turn it down this time. I mean, I love The Last of Us. What can I say? I'll take you up on it. But it's your choice, dude. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you don't have to do that. It's no big deal. Not the end of the world, right? I love it when it's a rainy day and I turn on the Silent Hill ambience videos. Yes, they've got like the 2-3 hour videos. I know which ones you're talking about. I've listened to many of them. One of my favorites is the one where it's got like the gray Silent Hill cover to it. Draw Silent Hill inspired stuff. One of my favorite things to do. I need to get back into drawing. I need to get back into that. I used to love to doodle and sketch, and not that I was very good at it or anything, but I was decent. I was all right. It's just a fun hobby more than anything, right? What a cool stream tonight, man. What a cool stream. We're all just hanging out, talking about our hobbies, our passions. I love it. I love having these chill streams from time to time. They're not very chaotic, you know. It's really laid back. Every now and then it's good for the soul, man. It's good for the community just to share your interest and get to know everybody in chat. I love it. Those playlists, maybe not those exact playlists, but just the Silent Hill soundtrack in general, Peter. I used to listen to even when I was like really bad off with anxiety, as like a comfort thing. Maybe I was using it as a coping method. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Special place in my heart for those OSTs for sure. Oh no, you're good. You're good, Finn. Yeah, I don't even know why it sketches me out. It shouldn't sketch me out. I mean, it doesn't. But I don't know. Just people like giving me their sign-in info. I'm like, okay, I'll handle it with care. Right. But you're right. At the end of the day, it's literally just an HBO account. So yeah, dude, I'll take you up on that. I'll watch The Last of Us. Hey, now I know what I'm gonna be doing today. It's only 2 episodes in, right? Eclipse, just 2 episodes in, I think you said. How long are the episodes? Do you guys know? Are they just like, what, an hour long, I would imagine? 45 minutes? Steals password and moves to Mexico. I'm just going to have to leave my life behind, dude, and just move to Mexico so that I can keep this HBO account. I have no other choice. I'm going to have to flee the country. Wouldn't that be some shit? Stealing somebody's HBO account and then calling them, look, man, it had to be done. I'm in Mexico. Don't look for me. I would just be like, dude, it's an HBO account. You can come back. You can move back. Yo, what's up, Sky? How you doing, Mr. Stud Muffin, Mr. Sky Daddy? He goes by many names. He goes by many names here on the channel, but I like to call him Sky. You can call him Stud Muffin. You can call him Studlicious, or you can call him Sky. But he is here. What is up, Sky? Yeah, like an hour and a half. Oh, okay. First one is 90 minutes, I think, so we're around the hour mark on these episodes. All right. Well, that'll at least give me something to do for a few hours, right? Few hours, right? So with the new schedule, guys, that I'm trying to do here on the channel, like I said, I was going to try to do 2 streams a day, which might be a bit too much. I don't know. I don't want to promise that, but I would like to cater to both time zones. And with this new streaming schedule for 2023, assuming it sticks, part of that is I'm going to be doing channel related stuff for, I know it's late right now, so we're not technically on schedule right now, but part of that is I'm only going to be doing channel related stuff from the morning hours, like 8, 9, 10 a.m. To about 6 p.m. my time. I'll be doing channel related stuff. So whether that's streams, whether that's advertising for the channel, whether that's coaching sessions, if you want to get up with me and schedule a coaching session, I will be available if I stick to this new routine. I'm really going to try hard, guys, okay? I will be available from pretty much any hour between early morning EST to like 6 p.m. EST. So if you're interested in coaching, man, just send me a message on any of my social media, and within those hours, we can do some sort of coaching session if that works for you and your time zone. So interested in that, get up with me. I'm going to be trying to do more of those this year. People really seem to enjoy those, and there's no reason I can't do, some more of them. So I'm really going to try hard to stick to that. So yeah, if you're interested, throw me that DM. Let's talk, man. Let's figure out the details. It's been a crazy day, very busy. Well, welcome to our little sanctuary here, Sky. Relax with us, chill with us. We're happy to have you. I have HBO, and I've never used it. I have HBO Max. You sound like me. I paid to get Peacock so that I could watch the new Halloween that came out exclusively on Peacock. I paid to get Peacock, and then it took me like, I don't know, an ungodly amount of time to cancel it, and I never watched it outside of watching Halloween on it. When are we finishing The Last of Us 2? It's funny you mentioned that. I was just talking about that earlier. I said if we're ever going to finish our Last of Us 2 gameplay stream, we need to do it now while the show is in full swing and popularity, right? Like this would be the time to finish our Last of Us 2 playthrough on the channel. So yeah, I was just thinking about that. So keep your eyes peeled. I don't have a set date, but you'll probably, maybe, see a Last of Us 2 stream pop up here soon. Maybe. Just turn those notifications on. Everybody hit that notification bell real quick so you don't miss anything, man. That way you're not left out, right? That way you're not left out. How's everyone? We're doing good, Sky. We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out. We're just chilling. It's a chill stream. It's already been like an hour and a half, but we're just chilling. I'm enjoying the vibes tonight. Tinnitus, mine is screaming right now. Not tetanitis, tetanus. No, not tetanus. That's when you get cut and you have rust. What? I can't say that word. It's not tetanus. That's rust. I can't figure it out. Tetanitis. I don't even know if that's a real word. Tetanus is when you get cut by a rusty something, right? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Is that when your ears, is what you're describing when your ear like rings? I think that's what you're describing. I think that's what you're describing. Cable bill 150, subscription services another 150. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. People are spelling it out for me in the chat. Yeah, that's your best bet. You guys have learned that if you want me to say something or pronounce something correctly, your best bet is to spell it out for me. Break it down for me. But yes, the ears ringing, that's what I thought you meant. My grandpa had that pretty bad. I asked him how he dealt with it, and he said, you know what, I don't even focus on it. You know, I'm too busy reading or I'm doing something, focus on something else, and eventually I just forget about it. It just becomes normal. So there's some advice from my late grandfather. That's what he told me, so. I'm assuming he had it pretty bad, but yeah. Okay, I know we've already had a few interruptions, but give me just another minute here, guys. We're going to have a quick interruption. We'll be back. If you're enjoying our little chill stream tonight, please leave that big thumbs up, man. I would really appreciate it. Helps the channel grow. If you got any anxiety questions, feel free to chime in and ask those questions. You can always ask your anxiety questions. Doesn't matter what topic we're currently on. But I'll be right back, guys. If you want to support the stream, link is in the description. We're on a 240-day streak. BRB, beautiful people. All right, we are back, beautiful people. Ooh, I'm burpy. Apologies. I know something has caused hearing damage. What quiets it down for me is peace of mind. So less anxiety, less stress. Of course, you are on the channel to learn how to do that, right? So that works out. When I'm having a really good day, I hardly know it's there, right? So staying busy, living, right? Being productive, getting into life, and really living despite your anxiety, of course, is going to lead to a reduction of symptoms in time. Maybe not instantly, probably not instantly. But yeah, you got the right idea. Oh, the two main keys. Good life advice. Good life advice, not just good anxiety advice. Am I right? Yep, same, I agree. It's just on those days where I'm having trouble with it and it seems so loud. That's what I do to help quiet it down. Usually for me, what quiets down is having something softly making a sound nearly as like the attention volume goes away from the ringing and shifts to the other sound. Right, focus, right? Focus and refocusing, attention. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. It's kind of what my grandfather was referring to when he said, hey, I don't even really realize that it's there half the time. I'm too busy reading or watching TV or whatever it is. So he never was fighting with it. So getting into life is what's going to help you get into that state of not worrying about your future, right? Being focused and living in the moment, which includes positive behaviors. You see how it all comes full circle, right, with these two keys. Hello, Wonder Bro. Hello, Miss. Hello, welcome. How are you doing tonight? What's up, Dom? How you doing, dude? I'm going to drop that Discord link one more time for you guys. If you want to join us over on the Discord, it's an awesome place to be. Thank you for the nearly 17 likes. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. Thank you for the support. We're on that 245-day streak. If you want to help get us to a 460-day streak. Oh, wait. 460? What's wrong with me? 460? 246. Sorry. If you want to help get us to a 246-day streak, link is in the description. The link for the Discord is in the chat if you want to join us over on the Discord. Completely free. Can't wait to tattoo Pyramid Head on my back. Dude, that's going to be awesome, and I've had the exact same idea. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want you to think I'm copying you now. If I ever one day actually do go through with it now and get the Pyramid Head tattoo on my back, don't think I stole it from you. I've been wanting to do that for so long. We can match, man. We can be we can twin. We can twin it out. How are you doing today, Dom? Welcome, dude. Hope you're doing amazing, fantastic, brother. Welcome. Chris, you need sleep, my guy? Dude, I just woke up. I slept for like 10 hours. My objective today actually is to stay up tonight, stay up through the day, and go to bed early. I want to fix my sleep schedule. I know you guys have heard that a million times over the years. But regardless, I want to fix my sleep schedule and try to get on this channel schedule that I've been telling you guys about today. So in order to get on this new channel schedule, I'm going to have to fix my sleep. So, yeah, I slept like 10 hours. I woke up at like midnight. So I'm here for the long haul, dude. I am here. I am in it for the long haul. Twins, brother, yes. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever actually get it done, but I would like to. I'd love to one day. It's been something I've been wanting to do for a while, is get that tattoo. Yeah, so I'm good, Ghost. I'm good. I'm ready to go. I've been saying I need to fix my sleep schedule for probably even longer than 2 years. Probably like since the channel started. Probably like 6 years now. But if the streams and the channel itself are on a schedule, then I feel like that'll be motivation to keep myself on a schedule, right? Because I have to. I would have to at that point. If people are expecting the streams to be at a certain time, then I would have no choice but to make sure I stay on my sleep schedule. So I'm thinking it'll help. Yeah, something like that, Peter. I don't know. The channel, my first upload, I think, was 6 or 7 years ago. Is the Discord link not working? Hold on. Invite. Never expire. No limit. Generate link. Copied. Wait a minute. I think I know why it might not be working. Okay, hold on. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. No, okay. Should be working. Yeah, it's not paused. The invites aren't paused. It should technically be working. Try this one. I don't know. I just generated a new one. Try that one. You might need coffee. I've never been a fan of coffee unless it's super sweet. I'm going to be chill for this stream. I think we're all chill right now. I think we're all just chilled out. I think we're all just chilled out tonight. Thank you for 18 likes, guys. Appreciate it. Found your outside videos around 2016. Yeah, I think my first upload was 7 years ago. Man, it doesn't feel like it's been that long. Hey, tomorrow might finally be Christmas Day. It might be, man. Like I said, if the channel is on a schedule, then there's a good chance that I'll stick to my schedule, because before I had no motivation to stick to a sleep schedule. You know, why would I, right? When I can just stream at any time. But if I actually have the streams on a set schedule that people start to get used to, I'm going to want to stick to that. I'm not going to want to screw that up. So having the channel and the streams on a schedule might motivate me to stay on my sleep schedule. Oh yeah, before the Discord there was just a chat room, which was it was basically just a live stream, a constant live stream. It did go down like all the time, but it was basically just a constant live stream on the channel that people could join, and I wasn't there because it was just there for a chat room. That's all it was there for. I remember that, dude. Those are the good old days. Those are the good old days. Now we've got a chat room, but it's Discord. And I don't know why the link's not working. I'm going to keep spamming it in chat for anyone who wants to join us. We're always looking for new members over there. It's a great place to be. Been here off and on since 2019. Good to have you still here. Been here since 2018 and going strong. Good to have you still here, Peter. I love it when people continue to be active in the community, even though maybe they're out of their sensitization, maybe they feel better, but they still pop into the streams, they still chat it up. I love it. I love the support. It's awesome. Yeah, so I'm just spamming that Discord link. It should work. I don't know why it's giving you guys trouble. Thanks for 22 likes, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. 22 likes. Appreciate it. Can't remember when I subscribed. It's been years as well. Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to even fathom that we've been doing this for almost 7 years now. Like, I think not long ago on the channel, I was like in the middle of a rant, just like telling everybody how thankful I was and grateful, and I just casually said something like, you know, we've been doing this for a few years now, and it's like, no, dude, we've been doing this for almost a decade. I'm forever grateful for my brother Chris. I'm forever grateful for you, Peter. Forever grateful for you. I am forever grateful for you. I got in, the new link worked. Nice. Okay, so we got a new member over on the Discord. It is a good day. I'm going to drop it one more time, guys. One more time. If you want the Discord link, you better catch it now. You better catch it now. Hey, if you get in over to the Discord, it doesn't take long. I think you got to wait like 10 minutes. You got to verify your phone number with Discord. It's just a few steps. They're not too difficult. When you do get in, make sure you read over the rules. I know that sounds so boring. Just make sure you read over the rules, and there's only like 4 of them or something. And then grab you some roles. Grab you some roles out of the roles channels there. Recovered, but I have met so many beautiful people here and will always be in this community. I love it, Peter. That is so awesome, dude. Thank you for 23 likes, guys. The likes just keep going up. Thank you for 23 likes. Appreciate you. We're on a 245-day streak. If you would like to help us get to the 246-day streak, link is in the description. If you have any anxiety questions, man, feel free to ask those questions. Just because we're not talking about anxiety doesn't mean you can't pop in and ask an anxiety question. I'll always be happy to do my best to answer those. How's Nova? She is asleep right now. She is passed out. We are on different sleep schedules. Hey, well, we're always happy to have you here, Sky. I am mostly recovered, but I like your content and style to keep it fresh. Dude, the thing about the channel is, you know, this advice, I say it all the time, but this advice is not just good anxiety advice, right? Like, you can overcome sensitized nerves, and your nerves can be in tip-top good shape, and you can still learn from the streams, man. We're always talking about different, like, mental health stuff. We're always talking about the brain and the way the brain functions. We're always talking about different things you can do to get to a better place, because there's always room for improvement, right? It's an everyday thing, you know, improving and working on your mental health and keeping yourself in a good spot in life, a good position in life. That is an everyday thing, right? Even after you've recovered from tired nerves, even after your nerves are in good shape, you know, all this stuff that we chat about here on the channel is good advice for just your everyday life. It really is. Just like to chill with you all. I'm pretty much recovered. Hey, we love to have you here, dude. We love chilling with you. Whew. Always, always, Sky. I mean, most people are going to be here for anxiety reasons, right? Right? But even after you've worked on your nerves and you feel a bit better, it's still a good place to be, man. We talk about all sorts of different stuff as far as mental health is concerned. Always room for improvement. Head Biscuits, I love the username, dude. Says, oh damn, I've never caught a live before. Welcome, man. We're here at a weird time, so welcome to the live. Hope you're doing great. Big Worm, haven't seen you in a minute, dude. I missed you, bro. Caught a live. What's the topic, or is this a chill stream? We've already covered the topic. We're actually almost like an hour and a half into this stream, so it's a pretty long one. The topic was not fighting thoughts with thoughts. The accepting inner voice is, and I'll give you a quick catch up. The accepting inner voice is basically to remind yourself to not fight with your thoughts and feelings, whatever reminder you want to use. To fight thoughts with thoughts is to get involved with the content of the thoughts and try to figure them out, problem solve them, and argue with them, and basically get into a chess match with these thoughts. So the point of the stream was really just to kind of reinforce that point that we're always trying to reinforce here, right? Which is, don't fight your thoughts with thoughts. That's like fighting fire with fire. It's just not going to work out for you. Instead, just use those accepting reminders and use those positive behaviors, and eventually those thoughts will die down. Eventually they will lose their importance. If you want them to leave you alone, you got to leave them alone. So that was just a quick recap of the point of tonight's stream. But yeah, at this point, dude, we're just hanging out. We're just chilling. We're just chilling. Thanks, dude. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Head Biscuits. I need an excuse to say your username. I love it. Head Biscuits. Come on in. Chill out with us, man. Hang out. If anybody wants to join the Discord, I'm going to spam that link one more time. There it is. Come check us out on Discord. That's a great thing about this channel. Everyone has each other's back. Yeah, dude, we're a close community here. We're all about being a close community. Thank you for 23 likes, guys. Cool, I'll rewatch it later. Hope all is well. Yeah, man, just taking things day by day. Hope all is well with you, Big Worm. If you have any anxiety questions, feel free to ask those questions, guys. Feel free. It's never a bad time to ask an anxiety question. Even if we are, you know, in here talking about totally random topics, you can still pop in, you know, an hour and a half into the stream and ask an anxiety question. It is not a problem. Not a problem whatsoever. How do I I'm learning to face my feelings head on, treating them normally. How do I not be hard on myself if I didn't respond correctly? Understand that it's a learning process, right? And you're going to have times where you quote unquote fail. But if you get back up from those moments and you take them as learning experiences and you try better next time, you try a bit harder next time to do the right thing, then that's okay. And that's all that matters. You are going to have ups and downs. You are going to have quote unquote failures, but you can learn from them and you can grow from them. If you don't always respond correctly, that's okay. Of course, we want to practice responding correctly. That is the goal, right? But if you don't nail it every single time, that's just life. Really, that's what it comes down to. I know that sounds like a boring answer, but I mean, isn't that the truth? That's just life. Sometimes you're not going to be perfect. You're not always going to do everything by the book. You're not ever going to, do everything perfectly. Just get back up again. Right? Get back up again. Do better next time. Try to do better next time. That's all you can do, right? That's literally all you can do. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. Hey, man, we're going to keep this stream rolling. We're going to keep this stream going. I'm having fun tonight. I'm enjoying hanging out with you guys. But give me just a second, all right? All right, we are back. Live streams are hella late. Yeah, they are right now. This is like probably the latest live stream I've done in a while. It's 2 a.m. for me, so I imagine we're probably around the same time zone, you and I, if it's hella late for you. You're learning as you go. That's all we can do as humans. Absolutely, dude. I agree with that 110%. That's all you can do. You can't be perfect, I'm all the time stressing here on the channel that your aim is not perfection. Your aim is growth. Thank you for 26 likes, guys. Appreciate it. Hey, our late night streams might be a little on the low end as far as the amount of people that can join us, but you guys still come out full force, man. Thank you for the 26 likes. Appreciate you. Talk/treat yourself the same way you would to a friend. I love it, Eclipse. I agree. It's 8 a.m. for me. Nice. Bright and early. Peter is up bright and early. to try and get Wonder Bro to have a live chat with me. I will when I restart the podcast. When the podcasts start to become a thing again, you are on that list. Right now, we're not even doing any podcasts. So, but as soon as they become a thing again, I got you. I got you, Sky. I got you. You are number one on the podcast list. Number one. Being hard on yourself isn't going to serve you. Give yourself the grace you'd most likely give to others. Exactly. I love it. I love the core of the advice you guys are giving here. Treat yourself like a friend, right? Why would you want to do it any other way? Why would you want to do it any other way? Very positive chat tonight. Learning as you go. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely, Bo. It's all we can do as humans. Mr. Sky will make for a very interesting podcast. I'm looking forward to it. Have I ever considered doing collabs with other anxiety channels? Good question. If I could potentially find other anxiety channels that have the same viewpoints as me, if I could find other anxiety channels that agree with me, I wouldn't ever do, like, let's say, for example, a podcast with another channel that just believes totally different things than I believe. If I disagreed with their core message, or if I disagreed with what they were teaching, I probably would never collab with them. But, with that being said, most anxiety channels are all talking about the same concept of acceptance in a roundabout way. They might word things differently, or they might say things differently. But for the most part, I think pretty much, and I don't have a whole lot of experience watching other anxiety channels, but I think for the most part, most channels available talk about the same thing. So they pretty much talk about the same thing. So I would be down to possibly do something like that. I've been on other anxiety channels, but that's been many years ago. Collabs are not bad ideas for growth. They're really not. They're really not. So who knows? I might get into something like that. I think I've heard of those dudes, Peter. Actually, wait a minute. I think it was Trey. I think it was his channel that I was on at some point. I don't know. It's been so long ago. I think your content's probably more informative. I appreciate that. I don't know. I can't really give a solid opinion on that. I haven't really watched anybody else's channel. But I do appreciate the compliment. Thank you for that, dude. I think your content, I already read that. I'm far more conservative when speaking. Like I said, I think it would make for a very interesting podcast, and I have no problems with doing that whatsoever. Once we get the podcast rolling again, you are right there on top of my list. You are right there on top of my list. Okay, so I was on the channel. I like how you know. I like how you know these things and I don't. When I'm the one who was on the channel. Yeah, it's been so long ago. 2018, I think you said. What up, everyone? What's up, Rick? Welcome, dude. Welcome, brother. Hope you're doing great tonight, man. We're here for a long one. We've been streaming for almost 2 hours now, but we've been talking pretty much non-stop. It's been a good stream tonight. Thank you guys for being here, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 26 likes. Thank you. We recently broke 11K subs, so if you haven't subscribed, feel free to do so. This is your sign, man. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We're going to try to be here on a set schedule from now on. We'll see how that goes. No promises, but we'll see how that goes. So you want to make sure you hit that notification bell just so you don't miss out. God bless you, bro. I appreciate you, Prince. Thank you for popping in, dude, and spreading some love, spreading some positivity. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. I'd be all like, good day, fine sir, and good tidings to your kin. What will you endeavor to do on the morrow? I don't think you have to be that conservative, right? I'm not even close to that conservative. You don't have to put on a filter with me. No filters needed here, Sky. You just be yourself. You just be yourself here. That's all I ask. We love you for who you are. Don't you worry about it. Hey, thank you for the 27 likes. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. Likes do help the channel grow, so they help put the live stream out there, so I appreciate it. Got some like melancholy piano music playing. I'm not sure where that came from, but we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. Discord link is in the chat now, guys, if you want to check it out. I'm going to try to push that Discord link a little bit. It's an awesome community over there, man. I'm going to try to grow it. I want to try to grow it. That's also a good way to stay informed on the channel. I make a lot of announcements on the Discord, and I always try to toss out a notification to all Discord members before we go live, so it gives you a bit of a heads up when we're gonna go live. So there's a couple benefits to being a part of the Discord community for sure. Offer a lot of different things over there and whatnot. Also, I think if we break 10,000 users, we're in like the 700s, the 800s. I think if we break 10,000 users on the Discord, we're gonna be eligible for starting Discovery on the Discord, which means we'll be able to basically advertise the Discord community to Google. People will be able to join us without having to have a direct link, so that'll be really cool. Gotta go, dude, but it was cool joining in on this. Hey, man, I appreciate you stopping by. Take it easy, everyone. You too. Thank you for being here. Hey, Jay, man, shout out to Jay with the $5 Cash App. Thank you, Jay. I don't know if you have a different Cash App name compared to your username here in the chat. I don't know if you're one of the lovely people who are chatting right now, but thank you so much for the $5 tip, dude. That puts us at 25. Guys, we are on a 245-day streak. 245-day streak. Don't let the streak die. We've been streaming for about 2 hours. We might wrap this one up here shortly. But thank you, Jay. Show some love in the chat to Jay for the $5 Cash App. We're on a 25 of 50 over 240-day streak. 245-day streak, rather. But yes, thank you for stopping by. Biscuits, appreciate you, dude. The chat's going to be intense when everyone finds this channel. Yeah, all the mods are going to be pretty busy people. The more the channel grows, the busier the mods are going to become. But thank you again, Jay, for the $5 Cash App. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Much love. Much love. Thank you for showing some love to the tippers in the chat, Peter. Appreciate it. We should always be very grateful for our tippers. They help keep the show on the road. Thank you, guys. Okay, this song's a little bit more... I like this style a little bit more. It's a little bit more chill. Not so serious. Not so serious. Cheers for the banter, but absolutely, Sky. Like I always say, you're basically our comedic relief around here. So that's pretty much your job title at this point on the channel, and I do appreciate it. Appreciate all the laughs. Hopefully, if this new schedule sticks, this will be the last time that we have to do a stream this late at night. We can get on track and get those streams in at much more appropriate times, right? Still have a lot of lingering symptoms. That's not unheard of, Christine. I went through several bouts of sensitization in my life, 3 to 4. And they all drug on for quite some time. Of course, it was all self-inflicted, so that's going to be the important thing here to realize, is that it was all self-inflicted. So it's not uncommon that you can really keep yourself pretty beat down for quite some time. That's not uncommon. In fact, like I said, it happened to me as well. But the important thing to realize is that it very much is self-inflicted. So 2 questions you need to ask yourself would be, what do you do every day? How are your behaviors? Are you doing a lot of coping methods, compulsions? Your brain will notice all of this, and your brain will take that as there being some sort of danger. So number 1, you need to ask yourself, what do you do on a daily basis? And you need to be very honest with yourself about these questions. You don't need to answer them in the chat. What do you do on a daily basis? Are you acting as if you're already healed? If the answer to that question is no, you need to begin. And the second question that you need to ask yourself is, mentally, every day, are you trying to figure out your thoughts and feelings? Are you trying to argue with them like you're having a argument with another person? It's basically what you're doing. Ask yourself those 2 questions, because those 2 questions are the 2 keys. The positive behaviors, you need to act as if you're already healed. I know you don't feel like it, and it will feel like it takes some force, but you need to show your brain that tiger doesn't exist. And then you need to ask yourself, if you are taking responsibility for what you're doing mentally, are you still trying to argue and problem solve those thoughts and feelings, right? Hope that helps. But yes, it is not uncommon to keep yourself beat down for a very long time. I kept myself beat down for a very, very long time, several times. Not only just a very long time, but several times. All self-inflicted. All could have been avoided. I just didn't know what I know now, right? But that's why I'm here, to teach you guys what I know, to show you guys what I know, and to try to help you out. Like a frog in a sock. There you go. There you go, Sky. I love the analogies. I always do. What's the new schedule? So I am going to do my very best to try to cater to different time zones here on the channel, because I know some people, they don't always get to catch the lives because their lives are just sort of all over the place and in different time zones. So I'm going to try to start doing one morning stream, which will be around 8, 9, 10 a.m. I'm sure we'll get it more narrowed down as time goes on, but around 8, 9, 10 a.m. EST, my time. I'm going to try to do one morning stream, and I'm going to try to do one like later afternoon, evening stream around 5, 6 p.m. My time, EST. So that's going to be the goal. I don't know if we'll hit it. I don't know if we'll stick to it. We're just kind of playing it by ear. We're going to see what happens, but that's my rough draft. That's my rough sort of idea of what I want to accomplish, what I want to do. And we'll see how it goes. That's all you can do, right? Just see how it goes. Drop that Discord link one more time. Like I told you guys, I'm going to push that Discord link. Keep pushing that Discord link. We're up to like 800 members over there, so I'd like to hit that 10K mark. Thank you for 27 likes, guys. Thank you for 25 on the tip goal. We're on a 245-day streak. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Like a frog in a sock. I can't get that out of my head now, Sky, by the way. That one's gonna live in my head rent free for a while. Like a frog in a sock. Big stretch. Big stretch. One last time. This will probably be, I promise, I'm sorry for spamming the chat, but this will probably be the last time I drop the Discord link in this stream. So, if you're interested in the Discord, there it is, guys. Thank you, Nightbot. You're so sweet. You're such a sweet little bot. You're a good little bot. I appreciate you. Gonna bail now. Have an awesome day, everyone. Thank you, Sky. Appreciate you for being here, dude. Thank you for showing your love and your support. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you. All right, guys, here's the plan. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go AFK one last time. Then when we get back, we will finish the stream strong. We'll probably do like a 10-15 minutes, and then we'll wrap up the stream. So if you've got any questions, go ahead and prepare those. I will be right back. Thank you for the likes, guys. Appreciate it. All right, guys, let's finish this stream strong. Oh, we are back. Let's finish this stream strong. Who do I still have in here, man? Who made it all the way to the end? Let's do a quick roll call. Who made it all the way to the end with me? Show of hands, beautiful people. Show of hands. We got Mo. I'm going to call you Mo because I can't pronounce your entire username, but I'm going to call you Mo if that's okay. We got Raven. What's up, Raven? Thank you guys for sticking it out all the way to the end. I appreciate it. We got Prince. What's up, dude? We're going to keep it rolling for a little bit, but we'll probably wind it down in a bit. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask those. Thank you for the likes, guys. 27 likes. Appreciate it. Ooh, we got Miller. Miller in the house. What's up, dude? How you guys doing tonight? I lied. I totally lied. I'm dropping the link again. I totally lied to you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I totally told a little lie, a little fib there. I need suggestions, guys, man. I need suggestions for ways to stay awake today. I'm going to do a lot of channel work today. I'm going to work on all the different social media, which, by the way, if you haven't checked out, I'm on pretty much everything. I'm even on TikTok these days, which I never thought I would be, but I'm even on TikTok these days, so check me out, Vacate Fear. But I need suggestions besides that on ways to stay awake today, man. We have got to stay awake today. We've got to fix this shitty sleep schedule so that we can start doing our streams the way they are meant to be done. What do you guys do to stay awake, dude? I need to steal a couple pages out of your all's playbook here. That's really the big reason this stream has went on as long as it has, is I'm enjoying it. It's getting me motivated for the day. Get some sunshine, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I was already thinking that. I agree. Why, when I receive any bad news or sad news, my anxiety kicks in? It's tired nerves, right? So you got to think, if your nerves are very, very tired from all of the mental fighting that you do and all of the negative behaviors that you do, if your nerves are very, very tired from being in that state, they are easily set off by pretty much anything. That can include thoughts, that can include situations, that can include people, that can include things that normally wouldn't set you off, will probably now set you off. And that's part of being in a tired nervous system, is that your nerves are basically on a hair trigger, right? So pretty much anything can set tired nerves off. That in itself is not necessarily a problem, because that's just going to happen. That just comes with the territory, so to speak. It becomes a problem, however, when you do start to fight with what sets you off, and you get in your head and you add all the negativity and you add all the worry and you do the negative behaviors, and basically the opposite of the two main keys, right? The two main keys are the positive behaviors, live as if you're already healed, and try not to mentally fight with anything. So yeah, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when it becomes a problem, because then your nerves don't, get to the point where they can desensitize. You're basically gassing the fire. But that's why your nerves are so willing to pop off over pretty much anything. It's because they're on a hair trigger, and that's just a part of being living in a tired body, a tired mind, a tired nervous system. It comes with the territory, so to speak. Comes with the territory. And it's very easy to overthink that, because I mean, again, that's very intense at times, and that's very swift, and it happens very quickly. You know, you receive some bad news or whatever, and then your nerves are just off to the races. We call that being triggered. You know, this all happens very quickly. It all happens very intensely, and it you know, like I said, it just happens very quickly. So it's very easy to overthink that and get involved mentally. That's where the accepting inner voice and those positive behaviors come into play. That's going to be your objective when you feel the way that you feel. But yeah, totally understandable that it is very easy to overthink. It'll take me a nice shower to get woke up after this stream. I can tell you that. It's calling my name. I'd like to work on this backdrop a little bit. It's kind of plain, kind of boring, to be honest. I feel like this needs to be down here somewhere. Isn't that closer to the subscribe button, technically? Yeah, so put that down there. There we go. Make that a bit easier to read. Thank you for the question, by the way, Christine. Appreciate it. I hope that helps. Hey, Jordan, man, thank you for the $10 Cash App, dude. Or PayPal, sorry. Thank you for the $10 PayPal. I appreciate you. I believe you went directly through the email, so that's why the little money guy didn't pop up. But thank you for the $10 PayPal nonetheless, man. Appreciate it. I know there's not many people in here, but if everybody could drop some emojis, man. Drop some emojis for Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. We are only 15 away from typical. 15, I believe. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. Oh, man, this has been a long one. Let's see where we're at here, guys. Let's see. Hey, thank you for being here, Raven. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for sticking it out to the end. I know it was a long one. That was a long one. I'm going to be doing the opposite today, hopefully staying awake. Julie, thank you so much. Julie, we got Julie, wait a minute. Hold on. I might have said that wrong. Give me a second. Hold celebration for a second. No, I'm right. Julie, thank you so much for the $15 Cash App. I appreciate you. That is tip goal, guys. We're moving on to a 246-day streak. So, Julie, Style Alert, I believe. If I left anybody out, please feel free to call me out on that. But I think that's everybody. Thank you guys for the tip goal, man. Thank you for sticking it out with me all the way to the end. It was a very long one tonight. But thank you so much for the tip goal. That is a 246-day streak, guys. Absolutely insane. I wasn't quite sure if we were going to hit it tonight, but we hit it. Thank you guys so much. We've been here for almost 2.5 hours. Wow. The longest stream we've done in quite some time. So, yeah, again, if you stuck it out with me all the way to the end, I do appreciate it. We've had a fun night, dude. We had a lot of good questions, a lot of good chat going on. I appreciate it, guys, but I believe I am going to go ahead and slip on out. 2.5 hours, dude. I just can't believe we've been streaming that long. So, yeah, I believe I am going to go ahead and slip on out, guys. Thank you so much. Let's go over those names one more time. We got Jay, we got Julie, we got Style Alert. If I left anybody out, man, please feel free to call me out on that because I apologize. But thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the likes, the comments. Share these videos out, man. Share the streams out. Let's try to grow this community. I want to grow through 2023. I want to continue to try to get those live streams up, get those, views up, and just really try to grow as a community. So thank you guys for all of your support, man. We're going to keep doing our thing as long as you guys keep enjoying it. So I love you. Thank you once more. Last time, thank you. Have a great night. Have a great day. You are amazing. You are awesome. You are beautiful. You are going places. All right? I love you. Stay awesome.